Hang on, Kiari. Go.
Mini Metalsmith, unite!
Let's hammer! Welcome everybody. We thought we would have some fun this afternoon and actually do a little different entry. So, and not only that, but we had Riley here, and Riley's never here. So we had to include Riley.
I'm not going to be here for much longer. I've got work here in a little bit, so.
Yes.
And instead of having the mommy unicorn one, I decided to have this one for the day.
Yep.
And I wanted to go on my shoulder.
It wanted to go on your shoulder?
Yeah, it wanted to go on there.
On your shoulder. That's fun.
Her name, was it icing or frosting?
Icing.
Icing.
I have no
Her
idea.
name is Icing.
Are you sure it's not Yuna?
It's Icing.
You're sure it's not Yuna?
Yes,
Oh,
it's not Yuna.
What would the other one be
Yuna is the
called?
pink
Corn?
one.
Is the other one corn?
No, but she's got like 4 of them named Yuna. You know, so.
I like 5 or 6.
Yes. All right, you guys. So welcome everybody. So we're glad that you guys could all be here. And today we are going to continue to work on Riley's or Kate's, Kiari's. Somebody's. We're going to work on somebody's piece.
I have a piece.
Yes, you have a piece. You need to have a piece. You need to come start working with us.
Let's see. I've got next Wednesday off.
Nice. So maybe next Wednesday we'll have Riley work on something. There you go. You could pierce out another dragon.
Always the dragons. But yes, that'd be fun.
You're the one that's into dragons. So,
that is true.
You know. Anyway, all right. Go get to work.
Bye-bye.
Love you, honey.
Fine.
We'll talk to you soon.
Have fun.
All right. So let me show you what we have so far for Kiari's piece. Do you want to switch that camera for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pushing me off the screen.
No, you're okay. You're still on the screen, but your chair is in my way. So anyway, so this is what we have. We've got our little rainbow. The wires are soldered into place, and we were just kind of playing around with some of the tubing, and we saw already that it does not. It doesn't really work to have the bigger tubes that we were going to. We didn't leave enough space. So we are going to be using 3mm stones, but that also means we are using only clear CZs instead of colored ones, because I only have clear of the 3mm stones. So we were just kind of playing around with the placement on those as well. So that's kind of what we are looking at as far as Kiari's piece goes. And then Kate has decided that she is going...
Don't tell them the terrible pictures.
Oh, whatever. They like your pictures, dude.
No, they don't.
Kate, your pictures look every bit as good as what everybody else's does. I
Yours
promise.
looks kind of better than mine.
Oh, just stop it. Anyway, so what Kate is going to do is work on this wire flower here. Okay, so Kate, what I want you to do is I want you to go over, there's a little bin by the rolling mill that's got all the copper in it. I would say that you should do it out of like a 14 or a 16 gauge. So you'll have to look and see what you have in there. So that's kind of like a 1.3mm, 1.6.
Where's my paper?
It's back there. So I'm going to have her get started on that. And Kiari, on your piece, so coming back to our piece here.
I see silver.
No, look at the bin. Look on the other side of the rolling mills. The other side on the floor. There you go. There's a bin down there. So Kiari, on your piece, also, I think what we need to do is we need to take a couple of jump rings and get them soldered into place up here. And then this way, our chain can hook onto that. All right? Is that what you still want to do?
Sure.
All right. Why don't you go put your unicorn away? And we need to put your chair down. Okay, so go put your unicorn away so that we can pull out the stuff for soldering.
Okay.
All right?
And I'll put it in the blankie, which I was sitting on.
All right, go fast. I know, that's why you were so stinking tall today. Now we gotta put hammers back too. So.
I only see 20 gauge.
No, there's more in there. It's like a great big spool. Yeah, it might be in the package like that. All right, so how is everybody doing, you guys? So Bobby, you said that you missed yesterday, but the reruns are great. Yeah, that's kind of the fun thing, is that you can always come back and watch these. So Yeah, so Sue Ellen, you said that you've never done it, but could you put some colored paint inside the bezel cup to give the CZ some color? That's an idea. I haven't thought of that. Maybe we could try it, but I think it may be too dark, but I'm not positive.
It just says 16 ounce. It doesn't say the gauge.
Yeah, it does. Here, bring it to me. I'll look at it.
We forgot to get the pink paint.
No, we didn't forget. We just didn't get a chance to because you didn't get dressed or anything like that. But it's okay. I don't think. Okay, there's some in there. I promise. That's fine, but there's others as well. I want you to do like a 16 or a 14 gauge. But I don't think we're going to get to the point where we are painting today anyway.
Tomorrow's the last day of school.
Yes, so excited that tomorrow is the last day of school for sure. So we are kind of excited about that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then we've got to decide what we're going to be doing next week. You know, I was thinking next week. So next week, I told you guys I was supposed to be at JCK and I was going to be in the Rio Grande booth with Fordham. So I was thinking that maybe what I will do is actually put together some different Fordham videos. I mean, obviously I've been working on the Fordham videos, but we would do a live session and we could talk about some of the polishing things. We could talk about the flex shafts, the polishing arbors, the different attachments. We could teach Kiari how to polish her pieces so I don't have to do it. That would be kind of cool, huh? You want to learn how to polish your pieces? So I was thinking maybe we would do some of that next week. That was kind of what we're thinking. Yeah, so that's 14. Perfect. Okay, so now another thing too, you guys, a couple different things. Those of you guys who might be new to joining us, this is a live format. Anything goes. I have an ADHD child, I have an ADD child, and I have an ADD me. So that means things sometimes get off topic. Yeah, ADHD. All right. Anyway.
Oh, no, you said ADHD.
No, I didn't. I said D. It just didn't come out right.
It sounded like G.
Well, you're okay. Anyway, so that means that sometimes things get a little off topic. We do try to keep things a little faster paced, but in the live format, you never know. So if you guys are okay with that, then you guys are welcome to stay. I promise that there will be lots to learn, especially where these two are brand new. It says that schools there for Louise aren't out till the 20th of June.
But they don't have to go back for it.
That would suck, rocks. I don't know. I'll bet they go back. But you have to remember, like, some people have year-round school. So they're...
A whole year of school?
Yeah, but what they do is...
But they don't take breaks?
They do take breaks. They take little longer breaks. So that's where it's different. Well, in the summer, I think that they get like a 3 or a 4 week break, and then throughout the year, you know how you guys get what?
That's their summer.
Yeah.
That's sad. We have 2 months.
Yes. Well, you have not quite. Yeah, I guess you do have 2 months. Yeah, you guys have like 2.5 months that you're off, and so yeah. Oh, they go back after Labor Day. Well, they do get a little bit longer summer than you guys do because you guys go back a couple weeks before Labor Day. So they end a couple weeks later, but they go back a couple weeks later. So I'm so glad that we're done tomorrow and not the 20th of June. Matter of fact, we were just sitting here, we were putting in, today is day 47 of our show.
So much for a couple week quarantine.
I know, it was supposed to be 14 days, right? So, as long as they go back in the fall,
I've been quarantined 14 days. Where are all my friends?
Right? I know. You've been quarantined more like almost 60. We're done.
Can I go get my friends now?
No.
My friends can be quarantined.
We're live on a video. You cannot go get your friends right now. So, oh, Louise, I'll bet the teachers are ready to be done too. And I think that this has been really hard on the teachers as well. And I know as a teaching professional, you know, obviously I don't teach in the school systems, but all of the different metalsmithing teachers that I know, we're all having a hard time because of course all of our classes and all of our shows were canceled. And so I know that there's like a whole new realm of this that everybody's getting into. So be ready for a whole rash of new online course offerings from everybody because really that's all that there is right now. You can show them your last assignment for math.
Oh,
Very last assignment.
It's a,
Woohoo!
it's a
No, you're too close.
meerkat.
You're too close. They can't see it.
meerkat.
Pull it back.
I know. I was
There,
only
now
showing,
they can see it.
I was only showing them what this says.
That's okay. I think they saw it, dude.
It says meerkat.
What?
Think that's no fire.
I think that maybe what you should do is start off with like a 2-inch piece and see what that gives you. And then if you need it longer than that, then you do
mommy and
a little
two
bit longer. It is a mommy and 2 babies.
2-inch for the whole thing for a petal.
Per petal. Yeah, per petal. Because 2-inch for your whole thing, that's not going to be enough. That you're not going to get anything of a flower on that. So Kate is working on trying to cut her wires so she can create the petals for doing that flower that she was looking at. All right, so I told you a little about our live show. The other thing, if you guys want to help us, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, tell us that you like us. If you give us a thumbs down, that's totally fine, but tell us why, you know, because maybe it's something we can fix. If it's just that you are bothered by us, well, I can't really fix that because that's just how we are, I guess.
Go watch other YouTube videos.
Yeah, there's plenty of others.
There's probably thousands a day.
Yes. Oh, you know, there are thousands of hours of video uploaded every day. I think, don't you dare do that with that tip. You know better than that.
Figure out where I'm cutting.
Okay.
So.
Well, especially on a 14 gauge wire on that one, you need to make sure that you're cutting. Matter of fact, let me get you a bigger cutter for that. So,
I'm just trying to see that.
here you go.
Because I made a little mark with this, but.
Okay, well this one is rated, and it doesn't have to be exact, right? You just need to have an idea. Okay, so there is that. Then other things too, people requested that we turn on super chat and super stickers, and we have done that. So if that is something that you would like to do, what that does is it makes your comment or whatever else, hey Kiari, come here. It makes your comment kind of pop up and stick around so that we make sure we see your comment. Guess who just got on? The birthday girl. So today is one of our good friends, although we've never really met her, but it's her birthday.
But you did a video, like a FaceTime with her once.
I did do a FaceTime with her once, you're right, we
Because
did.
We accidentally called her, I think.
Either she accidentally called us or we accidentally called her.
Okay.
Either way.
So anyway, today is her birthday, and it is not a small birthday, it's a big birthday.
Why?
Glenda, I'm gonna let you say how old you are if you want to. I won't put that out on,
She could put it
on the
younger
video.
if she wants to.
You could put it younger. Let's say today you're 50 for like however many times.
No, she's probably like 23.
Okay.
There you go,
Can
she's
sing her the
23.
song?
Okay, so the girls have a song for you, Glenda. All right, go ahead.
It's your birthday today. Everyone shout hooray, hooray. There's candles in your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
He can't read, so does not know that the cake is not for him.
No,
It might be his birthday too, but the chance of that is slim. It's a birthday today.
everybody say happy birthday to Glenda.
There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
If you couldn't tell what they were saying, it's a cat licking your birthday cake. Because on my end, it sounded kind of like a cow, but it's a cat licking your birthday cake. So happy birthday, Glenda. And she did put it in here, and she said she is 80 today. So that's awesome.
That love
Seem
you.
right. Maybe she's 40. We don't know. Maybe she's lying.
All right, so let's get into this,
Happy
guys.
birthday!
Yes, happy birthday,
Is
Glenda.
she turning 80?
She's 80 today. Yeah.
Turning 80?
Yeah.
Happy 80th birthday!
Yes, happy
Have a
80th
happy
birthday.
unicorn 80th birthday.
Just for you.
Have a happy unicorn.
All right.
Mermaid.
You ready? Let's jump into this. Let's get
I
this
have a
going.
unicorn and a
Okay.
mermaid on here. What's that?
All right, Kate, do you need your picture? You know what you're doing. I kind of like, that's a good petal. When you get multiples of those petals, so each one of those is probably about an inch, Okay, so I think that that's probably a good size, because by the time you get multiples, and then you're gonna have to think about what you wanna do for your center too. Like we could do that out of, so do a few of these and then we'll see if you like this. If you do, then we'll do it in silver.
These ones?
Yeah, do this cutter, yeah. So we'll do that. Let's see, so let me get our soldering setup done over here real quick. And then Kate, why don't you work right here so that they can kind of see what you're doing. We'll switch that camera for just a second. Let's see.
I'm going to tell you happy birthday.
I know, so do it right here. There you go.
She does have happy birthday.
Yeah, well, she said that she's got a special virtual meeting with her family today.
This would definitely be a weird birthday.
It would be kind of a weird birthday, huh? All right, sorry, now I pushed you out of the way.
Quarantine birthday.
Yeah, happy quarantine birthday. Yep, everybody gets one of those this year, huh? We're gonna be camping for mine. Woohoo!
So
that'll be kind of fun.
Are we still even quarantined?
Thank you. What's that?
Technically, are we still even quarantined?
I have no idea. Okay. Move all of our little hummingbirds.
Make a little dent.
All right, Miss Kiari. Let's get your piece done up. All right, Kate, you want to scoot over just a little bit, please? Thank you.
Close enough?
To try it out, try it and then see what happens. Okay, so Kiari, let's get your piece dipped in here. What? Yeah, that happened when I cut a wire. That's why I was saying you gotta be really careful with what you do. All right, let's get this baby on fire. Right?
Ooh, oh,
Do you see it?
green.
It is green, huh? Kind of fun. Don't blow it out.
Why?
Because we need it, dingbat. It burns.
Oh.
You want it to be on fire because it dries it off and burns up the
can we do
alcohol.
it?
No, it's okay. So what I think we should do first, it's okay. What I think we ought to do, let me zoom this in just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better what we're doing. Okay, so I think we can solder our tubes into place, and we could probably do our jump rings at the same time. What I need you to do is I need you to close a couple of jump rings for me.
Okay.
Please.
I need the pliers.
Yeah, let me grab you some pliers. So Kiari has actually gotten pretty good at closing these jump rings. I'm pretty impressed. There's a couple chain nose pliers, okay?
Wasn't there one that had like
You want to do a
grip?
flat, or it has a grip? What do you mean?
Or that had like,
The flat nose plier?
that was flat like
You know what? Yes, but it got moved away from my bench and I do not know where it is. Let's see. Here's one. You can try it with this one. Here you go. Okay, so you do that.
These are the ones that I use.
I will get the tubes set, or fluxed anyway, and get our tubings into place. So now these are the little 3mm tube settings. Oh, guys, I did find out about those little tube setting punches that we've been using in here from Halstead. I can order those. I really don't have a minimum quantity that I have to purchase. So that means that we can just go ahead and put in an order for them. And they are, I want to say that they're $40 a piece plus shipping. Okay, so we could split the shipping to me, and then I of course would just charge you for the shipping to you. So if that is something that anybody is interested in, let me know. I need to find out, because I just found out. Well, okay, sorry, I just scratched you with the tweezers. So I have a couple projects that I'm working on for Halstead, and one of the things that you guys are going to see coming up is I'm going to be trying out some of their different chains, some of the different tube settings and things like that. I think that looks really good.
Do you think one more petal?
I think one more petal would be probably good in there.
Well.
Yeah, one or even two more, because you want to kind of keep it as an odd number.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, I found out that they had 2mm tube settings along with 2mm tubes. Or good grief. I need to go back to bed. The stones, 2mm stones. Gordo, I'm sure we could figure out something. Canada, I don't mind shipping to them. They're, the cost is a little bit different, and then, for the postage and whatever else, but I don't mind shipping to Canada at all. I would be happy to. Yeah, that's looking really good, Kiara. Kiara, you're doing such a good job. Like, I could not even see your seam. Like, those are closed really well. Nice job. My magnifiers, they're back there. I know, she's like, well, maybe you can't see well because you can't see anymore, Mom. That could possibly be the case.
You just might need these.
Okay, thank you. Let me look at them. Those look really... Kiara, you did an amazing job. Nicely done. Yep, those look really good, dude. Okay, so definitely I can do some of that. Hang on, just reading some questions really quickly here. Deleted your post. Oh, you liked Kate's cupcake, Alice. That I know, I love that. So yeah, it should be marked 925. I was going to have her sign it. I have not done that yet. I have like a little engraving tool, and I'm just going to have her sign it with her name that way. So that is for sure. And I have some 925 stamps that we will stamp that with as well. You're a goober. Yeah, look at the camera and you can see, like, they'll see how big your eyes are. You're gigantic eyes. So, oh, Glenda, I'm so glad to hear that you're having such a good day. So now we hope that I'm glad that we got to be a part of your birthday too. That was kind of fun, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, what did I say those were? $40? $45? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch the video. But yeah, I think that they're like $40, $45 for, I think it's $40 for those punches. And then I currently have them in 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't believe it comes in 8, and I need to find out if it comes in a 2mm because a 2mm would be totally awesome, especially with those 2mm settings. And I ordered some of the settings. They're not here yet. I suspect that they will be here tomorrow. I was kind of hoping that they would be here today. What do you want? Oh, hold it. Hold up. Hold up. Don't try to cut through. Well, you could. Yeah, you're okay. Go ahead. You want it ready? There you go.
I just need help.
Okay, and then another thing too, and it's not a big deal on this one because, like I said, I would like to see you do this in silver.
Oh, did you dip these in the...
I did. So those have been in the flux already.
Are you gonna burn them?
We do need to bubble up that flux to dry it out a bit, because if we don't, our solder will bubble out. That's a good question. Here's your pick right here.
There we go.
Okay. So are you ready for this?
Bubble up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I think you should stand. That's a good idea. Okay, so...
Make sure there's nothing flammable around here.
All right, you got that in your left hand. Good. Okay, yeah, here, yeah, you do need to pull your hair back. Let's turn this back off for a second.
That's what I was trying to do.
What happened to your twisty or your... Yeah, I don't know where it went either. Where's your little...
Clippy?
Yeah, your little clippy, because mine is right there, but what happened to the other clippy? Do you know, Kate? Oh, it's right here. Perfect, come here.
I gotta keep it up there.
Yep. All right. There you go. Hold up. Hold up. There you go. There's yours now. All right. Are we ready then? Okay, ready? Okay, so here's your torch. Where's your pick? Here you go. Okay, got that. Let's switch our camera. There we go. Okay, so come in and work your way around this. Just very, very gently, because we don't have our solder in here yet. But see, we just want to, there we go. See, go ahead and hit it again. Yep, and make sure you get all of those. Okay, now stop. Turn off the torch. There you go. Good job. Okay, go ahead and set this here. I think it's probably too much. Don't you think? A little too much with that many petals. So
if you want to keep it
okay.
wide, you have to bring it down to that, and then it doesn't look right.
Well, think about this though. You could always make your petals wider.
It looks right.
Okay, so put your solder in. You got your tweezers.
Yeah.
Okay, put a little piece of solder into each one of those tubes. I think that that could work fine. Another thing that you can do, Kate.
There's one that I
Here,
don't.
you do this. There you go. So just put a piece of solder into each one of those, okay? So Kate, here is another thing you could do.
Widen out the petals.
How's that coming, Kiari?
Good. So far.
So Sue Ellen, you've got some larger ones. How big do yours go? The punch sets that I have, like I said, they go, so you could do wide ones or you could do narrow ones. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, and if you want them longer, Kate, hang on, let me show these guys. There we go. That's so squeaky.
Yeah. It is.
So Kate is working on hers right here. And so she had all these little petals where she's done them a little bit narrower. Okay, and we're trying to keep it where we've got kind of an odd number. So we can either do this, and I don't think that that looks bad at all, honey. I don't think that looks bad at all. Or you could take these and, you could actually make this longer instead of just a 2-inch, like you could do a different one, but then you could make them wider, so that way it would take up more space. But if you do these just a little bit longer, like 2.5 inches, then it would be longer, but they would still be that wider, so it would take up more space. What do you think? Like, so even if let's say we take this one, okay, we open that one up a little bit, and we bring them in here. And I'm just doing it on the smallest one on this thing, right? So pinch that in there just to give you kind of an idea. See how that fills that in a little bit?
Hey, Mommy.
Okay, and so if we do another one,
We'll fill one.
what's that?
Is
I don't want to do it now. I have to make them all over again.
Well, you're gonna have to anyway, because you're gonna do it in silver, right? So that's why we do this in copper right now. Hang on, Kiari. That's why we do this in copper, so we can test it out with materials that don't cost as much. But see that? See how those now fill in a lot better? Is that more of what you want?
I don't know. What do they think? But
No, Kiara or Kate, it's kind of fun to find out what other people think, but in the end, you're the artist. This is your piece, and it's what you think. Okay, so I mean, two very different looks. The smaller one is going to be very open, whereas this one is going to be, This one is going to be a little bit more full. Okay, so that's kind of what you are looking at. So if anybody has an opinion on this or some thoughts, Kate or Riley, whoever you are, Kate would like to know what your thoughts are. Do you like them with the larger open petal, or the larger wider petal, or the ones that are a little more narrow and have kind of an open flower rather than, or like you had it before too. Like you could have them where you've got all of the petals, where you had like 7 petals, so it's totally up to you. Which one are you leaning towards?
I don't know.
Well, that's not helpful to anybody.
Because if I do it like this one, it's kind of more like a daisy.
Yes, it would be like a daisy.
I wrapped
Kind of
them
what it
on
was
you.
supposed to.
Okay, well then do the smaller one. So if you like that one, then do the smaller one. Plan on like 7 petals, right? Plan on 7 petals and get that one in there.
Hey, Mommy.
So yeah, I see, and I agree with Alice. I think that they're both nice, and it just depends on the mood. So it's not like I don't have a ton of wire. Why don't you try both? So cut some more 2-inch pieces, do some where you shape it with this, do some where you shape it with this, make one like a daisy and make one like a 5-petal one, and see what you like. Okay, so you've got both. I mean, everybody is like, I like them all. Oh, see, look, see, even Louise says do one of both. Do one of each. So try it out, okay?
So I was thinking we should probably make some clouds for this.
You think we should make some clouds?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, it doesn't really look like rain.
what if we made cloud earrings to go with our rainbow pendant? And you know what you could do with the cloud earrings? So we could make a cloud earring, and then remember we've got the little teardrop disc cutter, and we could do little teardrops
I don't
with.
think I would want it to look like it's raining. I don't think I would.
No.
But how do you think you get a rainbow?
Actually,
Yeah, no, clouds are full of rain,
You know what?
right?
we should do that, and then it looks like it's raining. And then if it's sunny outside, the sun is shining on the rain to make a rainbow.
See, that's how you get it. So we need some rain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, our battery on the other portion of our mic, since I had to replace the battery on my mic yesterday, but now the receiver is running low, so we have to keep an eye on that today, okay? All right, so Suzanne, actually we talked about doing something in the petals, but it's not going to be resin. So I have something else that we are going to try to give it more of a stained glass look effect. So it's going to be something that the girls have not tried yet, but it's something super easy, something fun. But we are going to make it, but we are going to put something in those petals. No. Okay.
I don't even know how bubbles would stay.
Bubbles would have a hard time staying, wouldn't they? I think they'd pop pretty quick. But if you have something like this, you could use that as a bubble wand. Maybe that's one of the things we'll have to do this summer is make a bubble wand.
A wand that makes bubbles? Mm-hmm. So like make one with a unicorn on it and bring it up and go.
Yes. Do you think you would get a unicorn bubble? What kind of bubble would you get? It would still be round. Why is it round?
Why don't you ever get shaped bubbles?
I don't know.
This is how physics works. What's that?
I know how to make a square bubble.
Do you know how to make a square bubble?
I know how to make a square bubble. I'll have to show you.
You will have to show us, because I would like to see a square bubble. Yes, Alice, that would be Kiari's version of a rain dance.
What?
Your earrings and going out into the sun to make it rain so that we could get a rainbow. We get some of the most amazing rainbows here at our house. Like, they are just unbelievable.
Sometimes we get double rainbows.
Oh, more often than not, we have a double rainbow when we get a rainbow. They're unbelievable. And we live at the base of the mountains. And so you get this beautiful rainbow with the mountains in the background. It's kind of amazing, huh?
One time, the rainbow end was at the school, and we were like, can we go? And you were like, no. And then I said, but we can get the pot of gold.
Did we ever go?
You wouldn't let us.
Oh, I'm such a mean mom. Darn it. Okay.
Next time it's there, you should let us.
Yes, I agree. Now, another thing that we need to do is let's get our jump rings. You need to get those fluxed. Okay. So Tom says the reason that you get round bubbles is because you have equal pressure on all sides, which makes me really curious as to how you're getting a square bubble, Kate. Come on, Kiari. You need to get, where's your paintbrush? There you go. Get it wet a little bit. Get it wet a little bit to soften up that brush. Good. There you go.
Well, we've made them before.
Square rainbow or square bubbles?
Remember when I did that little science thing? Made a square bubble.
Where?
So, okay, your jump rings. We are going to flux your jump rings, both sides on that.
Does that doesn't look right?
Billy says lead balloons are square. Yes, yes, they are. What's that?
Doesn't look right.
You don't think it looks right? Well, it's
No,
because,
'cause it's like fuller on one side and then more.
well, but all you have to do is just move these around, right? So Kate is trying out some of these wider ones. It just is all a matter of how you move these. But you also have where they are shaped a little bit differently. So these three are shaped a little differently because they started out like these, and then we tried to widen it. So see how these look great because you were just able to start with that straight wire. Does that make sense?
Should have done.
What's that?
A smaller one.
No, not necessarily. But it just gives you some ideas of different shapes. But I mean, flower petals aren't going to be perfect each time anyway, right? So you just have to kind of play around with these. And then once you decide what you're going to do, then when we get ready to do it in silver, I mean, the other thing too, like Kate, if you look, like your ends aren't all even either. So, I mean, there's a couple different things that are coming into play on that, right? So you have a number of options, and some of these are closed more than others. Like if you make them all identical, see how these are closed over here, but this one now is open? That's all going to play into it. Okay, so those are things that you're just going to have to change as you get into this. All right?
I think I flexed it enough.
All right. Oh, where's the jump rings?
They're in snow.
I think they are. Like, I can't even see jump rings anymore. Okay, but here's the thing, Kiari, is that we don't want them to be, like, that's just way too much. So I'm just going to get that wet and see if we can get our jump ring out of that. Because I need to know where the seam is. All right, so Naz says it is easier to take a small mandrel and the back of a tweezer to turn the wire. So yeah, I mean, there's a number of different ways that you can do this, definitely. And Alice, you said years ago, driving out in the Arizona desert after rain, we ran into a rainbow. It ended right across the road. Sadly, they couldn't dig for the pot of gold because, well, you can't dig up the road. That is a bum. That's a bummer for sure. So,
How rude.
right?
How rude.
Yes. So, okay, what are you doing now? You keep playing with the water, baby. Stop it. Okay, so we need to get some of this flux off of here. Because...
There we go. You got it.
No, not enough though. Because I still don't know where the seam is. Oh well, we're going to have to guess. Because what I like to do... Hold on, please. What I like to do... Oh, there's a seam right there. So we're going to place that guy right there. I don't know where the seam on this one is though. Let's see if I can find it. There it is, right there. But now it's sticking to our tweezers. Okay, and right there. Okay, so now, oh, for heaven's sake. There we go, I got it. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to place a piece of solder onto each one of those. So you need to place a piece of solder right here and a piece right here. Okay, here's the tweezers. Where'd you put the solder? I don't know where you put it.
I didn't put it anywhere.
You did, you had it last. Oh, it's hiding
But
now.
I didn't move it.
I see. Okay. All right, you got that? So Kate, you can switch it over to your camera real quick.
I'm not done.
No, you're not done yet? All right, then I guess I get to watch Kiari place the solder. Good.
Exactly.
That's very good. Okay, so are you ready? Let's get your torch going again. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Where is your solder
I
pick?
think this is falling.
Is your hair? No, it's perfect. What's that? All right, so hang on. Let's show you guys Kate's piece here. So those are the two that Kate have put together. And Kate, I don't see why you couldn't just, hang on, Kiari, wait. I don't see why you couldn't just do one of each. I think they both look great. What do you think?
No.
Well, pick whichever one you like best and stop being so wishy-washy and I don't know-y. And pick one, and then you can go get the silver wire and you can, no, you cannot. Not until I am with you.
Okay.
Go get the wire and then you can start on whichever one you like best. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I already put the safety
All right.
down.
Good. Safety is down. All right. So do you know how to start it? You don't want it right up against your board. Push hard. Good. Oh, do you know why that did that? Nope. Now your safety goes back up. So you have to push it down and hold it. Now you have to, okay, look. No, stop. Give me the torch for a sec. You have to hold this, and then there's like this little switch right here that you have to push while you're holding down the trigger. There you go. You got it. Now where's your pick? In your, okay, you got your torch. Okay, come in, and we're going to just gently go around our piece. Now we're going to have to be very careful because there's a lot of flux here. Right. So, look at your stuff. All right, so our solder fell in. I'm just gonna bump it out here. Keep your torch moving. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep working. Good job, honey. So relax your hand. Good. It is at maple syrup. Good. Yep, I think you know your flux, huh? That's awesome. Okay, so you're going to watch all of your tube settings. Now I'm going to move these so that they're a little bit more into the center where we wanted them. Okay, so our solder is starting to flow. Hang on. We need to get this on the back plate because our solder, okay, that one flowed. That one flowed. That one just flowed. Perfect, perfect. Oh, there's that one. And that one. And our solder flowed there, but I don't know that we have a really good connection. And we are now good there. Okay, turn off your torch. Good.
I'll put it in.
Hold on. Ah, I think we stuck to the board. No, there we are. Hang on. There you go. Okay. That actually looked really good, Kiari. That one was hard. We had 7 joins to do all at one time. And that's a complex thing to do, especially when you have like the little jump rings and things like that. Let's see this. These connections for our jump rings may or may not be good. We'll just have to kind of see after it pickles. And it looks like one of our little crystals moved out of the way, or one of our tube settings. Oh, he just popped off completely. So that one obviously was not soldered. Where did it go? Here it is.
Here.
Pick this up right here with the tweezers. There you go. Yep, go ahead and get that and put that up. So what you need to do is we've got to pickle it, and that's okay because he was the one that moved out of the way anyway. So we'll just resolder that one on in just a minute. So go ahead and go put this all into the pickle. Here, leave the tweezers. Go put that in the pickle. Okay, there's that little tube. There you go. Yeah, so that one, I saw the solder, it actually flowed up onto the tube, and I was hoping that we had enough heat there to pull it down. But obviously we did not. So that is a different story, I guess. All right, so Kate, let's come back to this. What do you think? What are your gut feelings? Which one do you like? If I said, pick between these 2 flowers that I just made, which one do you like? What would you pick?
I don't know.
You got to pick one. And you got to talk because they don't read your mind. What do you like about each one of them? What do you like about each one of them? What do you like about this one? Okay, so all I'm getting from Kate is this, which I know is terribly thrilling for you guys on your end of things. Stop being so thrilling, Kate. Fine, then make them both. All right, so make it both. So cut your pieces of 2-inch wire out of the silver and then make one of each, right?
Okay.
Okay. You know, decisions when you're 13. Kind of fun. All right, so do them both, dude. All right, the other thing that I think you should do too is I think that we should cut a round disc. Is that one of our fire extinguisher or fire things? Smoke detectors? Dang it. But at least it didn't do it at 3 in the morning. So that's okay. As long as it chirps in the middle of the day and not 3 in the morning, we're okay.
Like you did when there was firing on.
I hate those things when they go off. Holy cow. Especially at 3 a.m. Okay, so another thing that I think that you should do is I think we should take some 0.8 millimeter sheet. Do you remember what 0.8 millimeter is? So if 1 millimeter is 18 gauge, what is 0.8?
Don't.
It's 20 gauge. So I think we should cut out a disc out of that, and we should solder that onto your piece to kind of be that center, and then you can set a stone inside of that. What do you think? Okay. And you could either do a bezel, or I would probably pick a larger stone and do a bezel set stone. And I've got labradorites, I have, I'm trying to think of what I have that are rounds. We've got labradorites, I don't know that I have an opal, but I've got some moonstones, which would be kind of pretty. And then we have carnelian, I have black onyx. We'll look through some of the different things, okay? But I think that that would be really good. So go ahead and get all of your wire cut. If you want, you know, them to be a little bit larger, cut them a little bit longer. Or if you like that size, then 2 inches it is. Okay? Is that what you want to do?
Okay.
Okay. Kiari, just leave it there.
What?
Is it pickled already?
No.
What are you doing?
There were balls.
Playing in the water. Oh, I see.
One of them is almost looks like it's fried almost.
It looks like it's fried.
Well, not really. That's because we left it in there like overnight.
Sometimes when you leave stuff in the pickle, it does funny things to them, huh? And maybe it's a copper one, I don't know. Okay.
They're balls. Like it doesn't look like it's not a different color. It's not the same color, but it's kind of bumpy.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of a different project too that we could do. So it would be too big for Kiari's earrings to do. Well, I guess we could do it on a smaller scale. I think one of the things that we should try is to make a cloud pendant, but with discs that we cut out from the disc cutter. And then I think you guys should rivet them together so that they look like a cloud. What do you think?
Okay.
That one would be kind of fun, huh? And then we could even play with like the paints and paint them up. But I think we should do some stuff with the alcohol inks too. We have a whole ton of alcohol inks that we should play with those as well. For those of you guys that have done alcohol inks, what have you guys used to seal those? Because alcohol inks can be a little bit testy because they are alcohol based. And sometimes when you put a sealer on top of that, they all spread. You know, I get different results every time with the alcohol inks. So I would be interested to know what you guys use to seal the alcohol inks if you've ever liked to, if you ever use the alcohol inks on the metal. Sue Ellen, you'd like to see how those work, how which work, the what did you want to see how they work? Sorry. The comments sometimes come up after I've already moved on to another part and I forget.
They do see a few seconds late.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there's definitely a lag. And so then I forget what I said. And, you know, because squirrel. So, oh, the alcohol inks, duh. Okay, yeah. So, and the alcohol inks can be very fun, but they are, I have found for me, they're very unpredictable. Okay, so they definitely are fun though. So we'll definitely play around with some of the alcohol inks for sure. We'll do some of that. Oh, that little fire alarm thing is chirping fast. It's not even like chirp once and wait for 10 minutes like it usually does. It's like every 30 seconds. Which at least will make it nice so we can figure out which one it is, because I think there's like 30 in this house. There's a million of them. Kiari, is your stuff done pickling yet?
Do you want me to check?
Sure. Why don't you check? And Kate, why don't you kind of work right here? Let's switch it over here. So work up here so they can see what you're doing, okay?
Wait, back up.
I just moved it here. I'll take care of that. Thank you. So you go ahead and bend those over and see what you like. And then if you want them to look the same, make sure you pay attention as you are forming them so that they are the same, right?
I'm gonna make them all.
Move it up here so that they can see what you're doing.
And we're going to start it like this and then go.
Okay. Let's see.
These balls keep falling over. Can't move it.
There you go.
There.
Okay.
It's not done yet.
Nope, it's not done yet.
What are you throwing in there then?
A little ball.
There's a hole in here.
In where? That's okay. Sometimes when towels get used as much as they do here in the studio, they get holes. Yep. Okay, this is not completely finished, but it is enough for us to solder that little tube back into place. Okay, so go back over to go back over to the other table. Nice.
That one looks like it got cooked.
Yep, come on. Come here, please.
Okay.
How's it coming, Miss Kate?
It's difficult to stay in the screen.
Is it? I even zoomed it out. You just have to put your hands where that flower is on the bottom.
I got balls.
Yes, you do.
What do we do with the balls?
Stick them in here for now.
Ooh.
We can use them as decorations on the little
Yeah.
clouds that we're gonna make.
Well, or flowers.
Yes.
Kate could use
Okay.
them on her
I need
flowers.
you to scoot so I can get in here, please. All right, so you keep forming those, Miss Kate. All right, Kiari, let's get this piece soldered back up. So we are going to do our boric acid wash again.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Right, you wanna do this?
Yeah, 1 second.
You gonna light it on fire for me?
Sure.
Okay. Hang on, let me get this piece into place as well. All right, go ahead and light that on fire. And this one you don't have to turn the torch on, you just have to ignite it and push hard. There you go. Oh, you got it, see? It doesn't take much, you just need to catch that on fire. And I don't know that they can
cool.
see that on screen.
You can.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, yeah, you can see.
A little bit you can. All right, and so we're just gonna let it dry, and then once the fire goes out, then we're kind of ready.
I think it's easier to see in real life.
It is much easier to see it in person for sure. Okay, so now we're only going to flux this piece. Be careful, it is hot.
No,
So
I'm
be
just
very
saying that
careful.
it's out.
Yeah. Well, you don't put your hand over it to see if it's out, dingbat.
No, I was just going like this for some.
Yeah, just over it, yeah. But you want to be careful. So we're just going to flux this little piece up right here. And now we want to make sure that we get this into the right place. Okay, so
I'm gonna move this garbage can.
you gonna move the garbage can. Okay.
Get out of here, garbage can.
Oh, good job. You tell it. All right, I think that that's good. So get your solder into place, please.
Uh-oh.
Hurry fast. It's okay. We'll get it. Hurry. No, you got to get your solder into
solder,
place. Yeah, you can't torch it before you get your solder in there.
What? Really? You can't
Right?
torch it before
Well,
solder?
you could, but
Then
it probably
it's going
won't.
into the snow.
Is it?
Probably not.
No. Wait, where did you put it? You need to put it in this one, ding-a-ling. Don't worry about it. Just leave that one. It's okay. Just leave it. Just get one in
Down
this.
in the hole because of the echo. So it's obviously down here.
Well, pinch the tweezers back together, goober.
At least that's still there. It's staying up.
Oh, you're such a bum. Okay. Here we go. There we go.
That's
What do we think? Is that good?
Maybe just a little bit over
This way or this way?
this way.
Over this way, you think?
That's good.
You think so? Okay.
That looks good.
Is that all right? Okay, so let's get your torch going.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm tempted to leave and
Okay.
go look for
Here, take off the bottom on that base real quick. Wait, Kate.
I'm tempted to leave and go find the one that's chirping.
There you go. Okay, so go ahead and get the torch going. Do you need some help? There you go. Nice job. You started that all by yourself. Good job. Yep, so torch is in your left hand. Good. So move it around. And you guys, at this point, Kiari is doing the torch all together. Okay, so you got a little too close. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so just keep it going all the way around. Nice. Okay,
Now
keep it
it's
going.
to maple syrup.
That's right. It is. Good. Okay, you're getting too close again. You hear it? Yeah, you can hear when you get too close. Kiari's doing this whole torching all by herself. Okay, you're getting too close. There you go. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to concentrate like over here for a sec. Because we just want to heat up this side. We don't care about the rest of it really.
Won't it steal the heat?
A little bit, so come back over here. Now you're getting too close again. There you go, back up. There you go. Now come back again. So every now and then you're gonna hit over here to help it so it doesn't steal the heat, but then you're gonna come back to here, okay? Now, good. Okay, we only wanna heat up this back plate. Okay, okay, we're almost there, Almost, almost. And it totally flowed. Perfect. So go ahead and turn that off. Nice job. Bye, Riley. She did it all by herself. That was kind of awesome, Kiari. Way to go. So go ahead and take that and quench
Always
it.
quench your pick.
Always quench your pick. You are right. Nicely done. I'm so proud of you. Okay, now go ahead and put your stuff down. Go pick that up out of the, no, pick it, it's in the quench. You can just pick it right up.
Warm water now.
It is probably warm. It does warm up a little bit, doesn't it? Here, hand that to me.
These look like
So,
shoes.
oh, that looks pretty awesome, Kiari. I think we're a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I think
And
we're doing
that,
good.
look.
Oh yeah, well we'll take that off. That's not a problem. We're gonna cut that off anyway. Okay, go put that into the pickle.
Again.
Yep, nice job. All right, so let's see how Kate is coming along on hers. So these are looking really good, Kate. And the silver ones, they look like they're a bit more uniform too. So I think you're looking really good on these. You do have a couple of uneven ends, but that's easy to change. And really, it's not even going to matter if we put on a, you know, if we do a disc on it, it's not even going to matter if they're uneven or whatever. What's that?
It's open and closed.
Is that how you're wanting to do one open, one closed, or?
That's just what happened.
Oh, yeah, that
Because
happens.
the one I was able to close farther than the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's okay.
Get on here.
They are kind of difficult, aren't they? Yeah, sometimes they can be a little bit tricky, especially when we're working with something this thick. But the other thing you could do too is you could just pinch it. So, but by pinching it, see how it changes, like see how it changes that shape? Like I just kind of, you had an open one like this and I just pinched it.
Yeah, I opened them so I can get them onto Kiari's.
Oh, did you not wrap them on there?
No, I wrapped
You wrapped them on the smaller one?
I like those ones.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's from upstairs? Really?
I think.
Oh,
Sounds like it.
I don't know.
It
I'll go
was
find
coming
it here
this
in a minute.
direction.
Okay. All right, so Alice says Kate's flowers would be cool too with copper petals and a silver centered color. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of variations we could do with this. I think for this one, I think we should go with what you're doing, and then I think that you should play around with some variations now that you're getting more and more comfortable with the tools and everything like that. I think
do
that you
you
guys are
know?
doing really good.
How do you know which smoke detector it is?
You can listen. Like as you get close to it, you'll be able to tell. Like if you get close to it and it chirps right there,
When
you
I was
can
out there, it
tell if it's
sounded like
closer.
it was coming from upstairs over this
I'll go
direction.
find
Yeah.
it here.
Or
know.
this direction.
I don't know. It's annoying though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Because I have two doors into the studio from out in the hallway, and of course it has a laminate floor out there, so it just echoes. So it could be at the top of the stairs, it could be right out this door, it could be right out that door, who knows?
I'll go find it here in a minute.
Oh, well,
Janet wins! Look at
What?
So we didn't tell anybody this. Janet sent you a super sticker, and look at what's on that sticker. Holy cow, that was loud. Okay, Janet wins. So Janet, you need to send me your information. We didn't want to tell anybody, but the first person who did a super chat or a super sticker
sending
gets a
unicorns?
prize. She sent you a unicorn. So
like
it's
in real life?
no, well, no, it's just a super sticker. So thank you so much, Janet. That's kind of fun, huh? So, Janet, give me your information after this. I think that I know you've got my information. So send us an email and we will send you a prize for being our first sponsor. So thank you. That was kind of fun, huh?
How did they...
What's that?
How could they do it if they didn't know?
No, they didn't know that the first person that did it gets a prize.
Did you tell them
Nope.
about the sticker thing? Like
Well, I told them about
sticker?
the super chat and the super sticker, because that's one of the ways that they could support us, right? So that's kind of fun. So thank you, Janet. And like I said, make sure you give us your information and we're going to get you a fun little prize. Huh?
What happens if you click on it?
What
And what's
happens-
the 149?
The 149, it's $1.49. So that's what she pledged for us.
She gave us $1.49?
Well, kind of.
Or
We get a
does she-
portion of that. I don't think we get all of it, but we get a portion
like
of that.
we get some of the money?
So yeah, so kind
Can
of
I
fun.
click on it?
It doesn't do anything if we click on it, but what it does is it will keep it so that it's kind of on the forefront so that we make sure we see it, and then see how it sets it apart.
What do you mean that's it?
Well, because see how it looks different than everybody else's comments? But look at the unicorn has like a rainbow.
Unicorn's so cute.
I know, she's over there trying to make it bigger so she can see it a little bit bigger. Because it has, yeah, watch out, you're on top of Kate's stuff, honey. But yeah, she's trying to see, do you need, here, why don't you put on the magnifiers? That'll make it bigger for you, how's that?
Oh,
You totally made her day, Janet.
it's a rainbow.
I know, it's got a rainbow tail and everything, huh?
And it has a yellow and a greenish, bluish.
So she said,
thing.
Kiari, she said that she was so impressed with your soldering that she sent you a sticker. So what do you tell her?
Thank you!
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I think we are done with our soldering setup. So let me move this again. Oh, Maria, we are so glad that you can join us whenever you come, whether you're late or not. Plus, you can watch it anytime. So we're glad you're here, though, for our live. Maybe.
Or something.
Maybe. Okay. So, all right. So what we're going to do is wait for our piece to pickle. So let's come over here and see how Kate is coming along with her flowers. What are you thinking? So what happens if you take out one petal right there? Because to me, it just looks a little bit crowded. What do you think?
This for 1 hour so far?
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like this.
I know, it kind of goes fast, huh?
You
I
can't
thought-
rearrange it now without covering it.
Well, here, do you want tweezers? Sometimes I find that moving it around with tweezers makes it a little bit
Well, no,
easier.
you can't rearrange it without like covering it, but
Without, oh, no, you're okay. If you cover it up a little bit, it's okay. Now keep in mind, if we put a disc on that, let's see, I'm trying to think if I've got any copper or silver discs around here. What happened to our little naughty pile?
it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good with 6. Well, here's the thing, Kay. Right now, you are trying to put everything together so that okay, this is a really bad one because it's a cutout of something, but at least it gives you kind of an idea. So, see this? Now, with that on there, now you can start to rearrange this and not even pay attention to what it looks like underneath. But now look at that. Does that look better to you now?
Oh!
Okay, and if I lift this off, look at how wonky it is underneath. So, but it doesn't matter because it's on the underside, right? Mm-hmm. And so this gives you at least an idea of what you're looking at. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's better than the other one.
You like what?
It's better than the other one.
What other one? It's better than the other one. It's better than what other one?
If you lift up this little dot.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, don't worry about that. And see, like if we do the same type of thing here.
Need a smaller one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, these are just to give you an idea. I mean, these are cutouts, like you wouldn't use these because they're irregular and whatever else anyway. But at least it gives you kind of an idea of what we're looking at. Hello and welcome, Ken from Ireland. It's good to have you here. So we've got Scotland here, we've got Ireland. I think we had like a...
It's a heart.
Probably like something.
Do we have somebody from Chicago?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We've got people from all over on here too. It's kind of fun.
Like that. I don't remember what it was at the beginning.
Oh yeah. So, and I think we've got like North Carolina or Dakota or something like that as well. So we've got a few different things. Okay, so another thing that you could do here too is we could do a decorative thing here. Like I said we could use a disc cutter to cut one out, right?
Now you
But
can see
what if we used a jeweler's saw and you cut out like one that's got kind of a scalloped edge even? Okay, a scalloped edge means like right here the flower has a scalloped edge. It's not straight, it's not flat, right? You have little bumps and hills and bumps in there, right? Okay, so that's what scalloped means. So you could do something like that as well. Does that make sense? Yeah? So those are some things, because we're not going to do it today. We're already at an hour. So we won't do that today as well. So thank you, Ken. I'm glad that you enjoy our videos. And let me tell you, like this whole thing, trying to do this live has been a whole new thing. And definitely, I think we've gotten into our groove. What do you think?
I'm tired when we do these videos.
You're tired when we do?
Like,
is
I
that
get
your groove? Your groove is that I'm tired?
I get tired. Look how cool that is.
That is very cool. You've done a great job. She found one of the texture plates that we did with the little
And now
music
I'm
notes,
just
and she's
having
coloring
fun.
them in, and then she's putting on a really high polish with the little polishing pads that we have. Whatever to keep them entertained, right? So anyway, all right, Sue Ellen says that she likes the one with the more round petals. So I think they both look great. And I think that they are fun. So, I mean, obviously they're done in silver, so you're gonna do them both anyway. So now here's the other thing too. Let's say we wanna try this again with the 7 petals. Let's see what that looks like if we do the 7th petal in here. Move. He's all, get out of my way. I'm coming in. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
It doesn't look as crowded as it did without the little ring, right? Don't you think? I think it looks totally fine with the 7, and then that gives you more of that daisy that you like. You know what? When I was in Indonesia, I got some yellow stones. I don't know if I have a round one. I'll have to look and see, but it is the most beautiful yellow stone. It almost looks like clear jelly, but it's beautiful. It's almost the yellow of your headband. It's so pretty. I will look and see, and if it's round, but I'm afraid it might be oval. But if it's round, that would be really cool on this piece. Or we could even do resin on that one. So they're saying that they like it better with the 7th petal even. I think I like it better with the 7th petal. I think it makes it, I think it just kind of makes it. Do you think? What are your thoughts? I like them both. I think they're both really, really cool.
That one's like a daisy, and that one's like a cherry blossom.
Yeah, that does look a little bit more like our cherry blossoms, huh? Well, and another thing, well, now I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a couple of other flowers that I'm going to do. So I'm going to show I'm going to do a class that does a kinetic spinning flower, but it's going to have 5, and it's going to be a little different shape. They're kind of cool. And so that's one of the classes that I need to get filmed and done up. But anyway, so I think they're both looking great. So I think our next task, once we end the video, is let's look at the stones that I have and let's figure that out, and you can get to work on your bezel and figure out what you're going to use for the back plate for those flowers. You think? Sound like a plan? You have a headache today?
A little bit.
You're just kind of tired? You're too quiet. Everybody really liked you the other day when you were like, hey, I'm Kate, here I am. So, and now you're just like hiding off the screen and everything like that. So, oh, Jane says she's just outside of Chicago. Jane, you know what? We almost lived outside of Chicago, and I cannot even remember what. Oh, Kiari, you're like moving the whole table. Stop. But it was where one of the medical schools is, and I can't remember. It was, I don't even remember what school it was, because that was one that my husband got accepted to. I don't remember now which one it is, but yeah, we almost lived out in that area as well. Louise, what do I do all day? You know what? I sit around and I watch television and I eat bonbons.
What are those?
Bonbons are, there's a couple different kinds. Like some bonbons are like ice cream, and they're like a ball that has like a chocolate coating on them. No, not the mochi. Not mochi is different.
I don't really like those.
Yeah,
Like,
but then there's also a candy that's kind of like the Ferrero Rocher ones or whatever else it is. And so it's kind of like those.
Me either.
I wish I could. You know what though? It drives me crazy because, you know, and I think a lot of these guys probably understand, but there's a lot of people who, so Jane does, maybe we should close the doors. So Jane just said that our smoke detector sounds like it's in your house. No, I guarantee it is in mine. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? But anyway. Did you? But yeah, anyway, like, I think the majority of these people actually understand that I do work, that there are things that I actually do. But here in Utah, you know, people don't know who I am. And especially people that live around me, neighbors, friends, anything like that. They have no clue that I am who I am in the jewelry world. Well, my girls think I'm famous, but anyway, you think I'm famous. Well, thank you. In some small circles, maybe, but not anything huge. But anyway, so yes, it does make you dirty. But anyway, like even my family members have said to me before, well, what do you do all day since you don't work? You know, and I remember one time, we were talking with Kiari, and Kiari said, yes, I do not get paid for the work I do. That is quite accurate. I said, no. So we were talking, and Kiari asked me one day, she said, Mom, what did you do in college? And you know, that could be a loaded question, obviously. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she said, well, I want to do what you did in college so I don't have to work when I grow up. And I was kind of like, you know, what do you think I do when I leave for weeks at a time? And she's like, I don't know, you go have fun, which is not at all far from the truth. I do have fun. I have some of the best, I have the best job ever. I mean, people pay me to play with tools. You know, how can that not be fun?
Get paid when they clean.
Yes.
It's like playing with a
Except I don't think she cleans.
tool.
I clean. I just don't get paid for that part. So, and Louise, I mean, I don't work. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I work really, really hard. But other than that, it is so much fun, and it is fun to be me. It can be very intimidating. There is a lot of pressure. Stop, you're like moving the whole table. You know, there's definitely a lot of pressure because you guys know that if I say a tool is good, that it's a good tool, you know, and I've worked very hard to get that reputation, and I don't want that reputation to be tarnished. So when people come to me and they're like, hey, will you review our tool? And my very first thing is, okay, but you realize I'm going to give you an honest review. If it sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. But if it's great, I'm going to tell you it's great. You know, and I have been very fortunate to work with a lot of companies that if they have a tool that I feel is subpar, they will come back and say, how do we fix this? What can we do to change it? And they make those changes. And so that's a lot of fun. But again, like I said, it's also a lot of pressure because, you know, not only do you guys rely on my review, but these tool makers and developers, stop your like moving. Why don't you go do this at a different bench? Because you're making the whole table go like this.
done.
Thank you.
With messy fingers.
Yes, go wash your fingers.
Sharpie hand.
Yes. So anyway, so it's, you know, I want to make sure that I'm doing right by everybody, and there is a lot of pressure there, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It definitely is that. So I'm enjoying it. All right, you guys. No, Jane, it was not Loyola. There is another one, and it was just out west from Chicago.
I play the cello.
And it's little something, and I can't remember what I can't remember. A little something, and it was like, and it wasn't Northwestern. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. All right, you guys. Well, Sue Ellen, and I appreciate that. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Sue Ellen says, when Melissa speaks, we listen. And I know that that happens because people tell me that. And so I appreciate that. And I want to make sure that I retain that reputation. And in order to do that, it's not easy, you know, because sometimes I'm the bad guy. But it's okay. Like I said, if the tool companies are really in it to make a great tool, they'll make the changes, and usually they do. So it's kind of cool. Listen. All right, Maria, hey, no worries. If you're here, you're great. And if not, you can get us anytime, 24 hours a day if you would like, because we are all over YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and sign off for today.
1 hour and 13 minutes.
I'm sure if you binged our videos for a week, maybe you'd be close to finishing them.
Well, no, I think you could. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely, because most of our videos are only like an hour, although some of them are like an hour and a half. But yeah,
So for a week.
Yeah, you could binge it for a week, I guess, huh?
But then you'd have another week's worth of videos to watch.
I know, almost. All right, so you guys, you have a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow. What time?
1:45 Mountain Time.
1:45.
Everybody have a happy unicorn, a mermaid, and dragon, and alicorn, and
Mythical creature.
Pegasus, and another unicorn day, and a mythical creature day, and every mythical creature day.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I think my girls have really enjoyed being here as
Now
well.
my nails are all black.
Yeah, but look at how shiny they are. I think the girls have enjoyed it. And you want to know what? Thank you for letting me share the girls with you. And I have to say, you guys, this has been really good for me too. Jane, you've been meaning to ask a stay-at-home parent what they do all day. We sit around and we eat bonbons. That's what we do.
What are they?
Actually, I'm
Bonbons.
Sure you help us
We're gonna have to go.
homework.
We'll have to. Yeah, I do help with
forgot
homework
what they
too.
were already.
We're gonna have to go find
Are they
some
like the
bonbons.
muffins?
Uh-uh.
Are they like the things
It's like
that
a
we
dessert.
buy?
We'll find some bonbons. We'll go find some.
Oh, are they like those muffins with stuff in them?
No. But like I was saying, you guys, really quick, thank you for letting us share this with you. This has been a really good experience for us as well. You guys have seen kind of what the dynamic of my family is and how trying it can be. I'm not a patient person, even though I look like I am here. It helps.
Me either.
You're not patient either? But I've learned a lot of patience, and it has actually helped deal with Kiari's intricacies on and off the camera. So this has been really good for us too. And
Yesterday was
it has
not.
also made it, because it just didn't happen. I mean, I've had the studio here forever, and the girls, we just never had this time to sit and teach them and have them learn. And so this has been a really good experience for us as well.
You've taught me a few things besides
I've taught her a few things.
besides that I just mess around.
You know, a few things. So, but now you know quite a few things, because you are going to do these flowers completely on your own.
More resin.
No, we're not doing resin on these. But wait till you see what we do. It'll be fun. All right, you
Do you
guys.
do glass? Colored glass?
What?
Glass.
It's going to look like stained glass, but it's going to be different. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Bye, everybody. Have another happy
Okay, we're done.
Row.
Have a good one.